with Adventures in Space. So, first and foremost, if you're not aware about the glitch, when this first came out, there were actually no heroes assigned to this mission, so you couldn't actually play it. It took a few hours for the devs to finally realize the problem happened, then they came on and actually assigned some, and now we can finally play it. The bad news for some of you guys who are actually trying to follow along with these as they are released is, due to the way my schedule works, clearly a lot of time has elapsed since I was able to record this. And what's worse is, you can see this is being recorded Wednesday. I'm not even going to be able to upload this until Thursday, so yeah. But anyway, challenge mode Infinitor. In the meantime, I was reading online and saw that people were having some troubles with this, so we can try to stamp those out here and now. And I'll explain when we get in there, but the thing that I always hate about Infinitor is he has one of the more elaborate setups in that he summons a bunch of his manifestations, and just due to the way they work, it gets messy fast. Like, don't be surprised to lose at least half your health on the first turn. The brash cosmic adventurer addressed the squad as their hard light ship approached the Enclave. Listen up, kids. We're about to go into some heavy action. I don't know exactly what's up, but old Jansa doesn't send out a distress call for nothing. Now here's the plan. Of course, Parse knew exactly what was happening, but it would be inefficient to tell you that his brother was the aggressor. He would be most effective with a shock of adrenaline at just the right time. The team would need every advantage it could get this time. So the extreme captain continued, uninterrupted. And so be ready to rock once we touch down. Lock and load. So we need shattered timelines for Captain Cosmic and Infinitor, or no, they're Wrath of the Cosmos. Shared timelines is Omnitron. And then Vengeance has Parse. So, let's begin. The voices cannot hear anything, must silence everything. And I have no clue what she's saying. You're a long time dead. So if you don't know how Infinitor works on challenge mode, I do have an ultimate game on the channel if you want to check that out, but his ability is Pervasive Horrors. What will end up happening is the manifestations take 2 points less damage than normal. So yeah. And I say normal because on this mode, reduced damage dealt to villain targets by 1. So there's 3 points of damage reduction on his manifestations on this side. Yeah, it's rough, I tell you. So he's going to pull out hero -1 manifestation cards, put them into play, everything else goes back, and then if there are hero or more manifestation cards in play, he flips. On this side, he hits the guy with the highest HP for energy damage, equal to hero -1, which is pretty good when you have Captain Cosmic on the field, because you can use the Cosmic Crest to nullify everything. Problem is when he flips. So, first and foremost, that extra little bit of damage reduction is gone. There's only the -2 now instead of the -3. He will flip back when he runs out of manifestations. At the end of his turn, he pops the lowest HP manifestation. And then he hits the 2 hero targets with the highest HP for hero projectile damage. So yes, he can finally get around the Cosmic Crest on this side. So he's going to pull out a Lambent Reaper. I'll mention these guys as we go. 2 Lambent Reapers. A Recalescent Hellion. Crazed Artifice. So Crazed Artifice causes him to pull out more manifestations. He reveals the top 4 cards, manifestations go into play, everything else gets trashed. And then the Reapers will hammer the low HP guy, which is Omnitron, while the Recalescent Hellions will hit the high HP ones. Now overall, I don't really think it matters how this goes, because there's 3 of them, so everyone's going to take 6 points of damage. And I do have to give you guys one little bit of warning not related to the game. I am waiting for a phone call. I have my phone literally right next to the microphone, so you may have me suddenly cut out, just a heads up. Anyway, so when you're dealing with challenge mode Infinitor, you need a way to bypass his damage reduction. So you're going to need either GI Bunker, he's the best one, guys can do it. In this particular team comp, you have 2 guys who can, and that's Omnitron and Parse. So if you pull up Parse's cards, you'll see she has Reveal the Flaws. You're going to need this to hammer everything, so you want to get in position to do that next turn. So we're going to use the Incidental Contact to wipe the field, and we need to use the Conduit Blade to make sure that it actually plays out that way. So, Conduit Blade, this causes your energy damage to deal 1 more. You can use this at the cost of destroying it to deal 3 energy damage, then +1 for 4. Yeah, I'm not even going to try doing her accent anymore. And then, for Rogue Agent Knife, her ability is Infiltration. It's like the opposite of Omnitron's. Omnitron will reveal the top card, she reveals the bottom card, and then you either have to put it into play or discard it. And now what's important is it's put it into play, not play the card. The reason why this is significant is you can use this to bypass the crushing cages. So we're going to use this. We want her to infiltrate herself, and we are going to put battlefield experience onto the field. Onto the battlefield, if you will. Now for Omnitron, we will do the reactive play, and we're going to probably use the flechettes next turn. We're not going to use the reset just yet because we need to... well, you'll see. Now, we don't actually want to use this on ourselves because we're going to take more Hellion damage. Or not Hellion, Reaper damage. So unless we actually got either the Temporal Coat or the Energy Exo-Chassis, Elemental Exo-Chassis, not Energy Exo-Chassis, you will lose whatever components you play. And as a result, you don't want to use your power on yourself. So we're going to use this on Captain Cosmic. So we're going to put the Cosmic Crest into play. We drew an Innervation Ray, so yeah, if we used it on ourselves, that would be 1 component we just lost. So what we want to do here is reveal the flaw so that all damage we deal is irreducible, and then we are going to use her power, which is play the bottom card of her deck. Data mining goes to the trash. That only works if he has 2 ongoings or there's 2 equipment or 2 environment cards in play, and the thing is, he's all manifestations and one-shots. Anyway, actually, now that I think about it, the Reapers are going to go after the Cosmic Crest, so we need to put out a sacrifice. We're going to put the Vitality Conduit on Captain Cosmic, which will get destroyed by the Reapers, and that actually would save Omnitron. Huh. Actually, no, it wouldn't, because then he'd be the highest HP. Okay. So, we have the Conduit in play. If you don't know how Extreme Primordial Captain Cosmic works, since he's one of the newer ones. Plus, I've only used him once on the channel, I want to say, compared to Parse, who's in, like, half my games. Same for Omnitron. Your power is Play with Madness. You will deal 1 target 1 energy damage. And then if you actually do connect, each construct will deal that target 1 energy damage. So we're going to use that power on Infinitor. So keep in mind, we could, like, pop one of these, but there's no point in doing so because you would deal 3 damage, they'd survive anyway, and then when he flips, he's going to destroy it, so there's just no sense. Go for him, you can deal 1 extra point of damage due to Nemesis bonus. Order doesn't matter for these, I don't think ever, but there may be some sort of weird scenario where it might matter. Out comes Hall of the Terminarch, that causes the environment to play more cards. It's going to play Yansa? Nope, front tap. So, 3rd highest HP we will say is... Captain Cosmic's going to heal, so we'll have him take it. He's going to heal when the Reaper hits the Conduit. So out comes an Ocular Swarm, we have to get rid of that. The Swarm will cause additional cards to be played whenever manifestations are destroyed. If you kill that last, it gets ugly fast. So we're going to slap the cage on a Captain Cosmic, because it'll die before it even gets to his turn. This will cause Parse and Knife to take damage. Lowest HP is going to be the Conduit. The Crest will protect it from the first shot, but not the Psychic shot. So right there is the 3 fire damage, 3 more. And then you want Omnitron to take this. You could... like, the reason for that being is you want Captain Cosmic to be the highest HP, since he has the Cosmic Crest out to nullify the energy damage Infinitor is going to deal. So anyway, we're set up. It's time for some incidental contact. Now, for the sake of simplicity, I always hit the heroes first. So choose no, you do not want to damage your hero. Omnitron? No. Nope. But Captain Cosmic will say yes. Just kidding, it has to connect for it to ask. So the Cosmic Crest is also safe for the same reason. And then everything else here doesn't matter. Just make sure you choose yes. So that's the end of the cage. The end of the Reaper. And keep in mind, if the Swarm were still alive, it would be playing a card after each one of these goes down. So if you notice, after one whole round, we've lost about 2/3 of our hit points on most of the guys. And now, yes, 2 points of this did come from Knife here, but that's completely insignificant to the 6 points of damage we were taking from each one of his Hellions. Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to use Battlefield Experience. It will destroy the card, it deals 4 damage total, well 5 because of the conduit, but then we can use Wrecking Uppercut. Got another Conduit Blade, and nice chunk of damage to him here. Took off about 1/3 of... no, it's 1/4 of his hit points, never mind. Because he has 65, right? Yeah. Anyway, Omnitron, it's time to get our code. So let's reset. Into a reset. Into a technological advancement. And then you want the Elemental Exochassis here, because you'll take more elemental damage than anything else. The one exception is going to be the psychic damage that would be blocked by the temporal shielding, and the reason why I say that's not a problem is because if you look at his Machinations of a Madman, it's just 1 psychic damage. Whispers of Oblivion, 1, or it's Oblivion, not Oblivion. It's technically the same thing if you know the story, but we'll worry about that later. So this is another 1 point of psychic damage, compared to most of this other stuff that's going to deal energy damage, or energy and psychic. So you get the best return by going for the Elemental Exochassis. That gives us a Singularity, and now we want to try to set up Omnitron, so we're going to use his Time Shift on himself, and we'll just toss the Flechettes into play, because why not? You don't have to destroy ongoings, but we can hit him for an additional 2. Drew a Technological Advancement, which you can use to get the Electro... what are they called exactly? I forgot. Electro Deployment Unit. I thought it was Electro Pulse, but oh well. So anyway, we want to start hammering him because he's going to flip back. We lost our irreducible damage, but we can use the targeting arrow to offset that. Keep in mind, this is going to allow Captain Cosmic to really work him over. So Neural Processing gets Exploit Vulnerability out. Normally that would help you with the manifestations, just we're probably going to ignore them from here. Now, since we have the +2 on his power, we want to actually put out another construct. So, put this on Captain Cosmic. And it's time to play with Madness. So, +1 to do Nemesis, +1 to do Targeting Arrow, and then we'll deal an additional +2 here for each of the targeting arrows on the constructs. Drew a Cataclysm, which we probably won't use. Ah, there's Yansa. So she's going to hit everything for 2 Sonic because of the way the Terminarch works. Order doesn't really matter there unless you put the Conduit on the crest. That's the only way it would. Out comes an Ocular Swarm. So it has a +1 attached to it, but we can't really hit it because it still has the -2 from his challenge mode. So what we're going to do here is we'll use Prime Punch, and we're going to take advantage of the targeting arrow. So if you want to know the math real quick, this is 2 hits, which are both +1, but then the -1 from his normal side will cancel that out. As a result, you only deal 3 damage if you do this. Or you can hit him right here for 4, +1 due to the blade itself, +1 due to targeting arrow, -1 for the Infinitor stuff. This gives you a little bit more. And then when the Conduit Blade gets destroyed, you're allowed to play another equipment card, which, it wasn't always like this, but they changed it so that you could play Conduit Blade into Conduit Blade. So anyway, we're going to get our Electro Deployment Unit out so we can speed up our setup. Drew a Defensive Blast. We will use our powers on ourselves, Time Shift, Bio Beam, perfect. So we can use this to manage the environment now. We don't even have to worry about trying to get a segmentation fault out on Parse. So anyway, the +1 is gone. We can use the Impossible Shot on Infinitor. Gives us a crit multi. And then we will use our power. And there's our segmentation fault. But we're going to put the extrasensory awareness on the bottom. Actually, he's going to die next, or a little bit more than one turn. So we want to use the unflagging animation to get the conduit back out. And we don't know what he's going to play here. It's possible something could come out that will wipe our constructs out, so I'm going to use the Cosmic Crest here to heal. So we want to patch up this conduit. That's just a text message, that's not the call I'm waiting for. So heal the conduit and the crest. We drew a bracer. Out comes Slamera, which is bad news because she's going to cause him to play an additional card, and his one-shots all cause him to play additional cards anyway. And speaking of which, there you go. So we have an Ocular Swarm, a Miscreation, Amplify Combatant on Parse, so we can punch him. We'll deal 1 point of damage here. Now we're going to hit Slamera. And then we're going to stop. You... actually, can you? No. Let's see, if we hit this one, we'd have... No, it'd still be 0, so it doesn't matter. So, we'll hit Yansa. I don't know if her name is supposed to be Yansa or Jansa. Reset from Omnitron. Well, I found the card I'm playing. So here's the irreducible damage we can deal, which we... At this stage, we're better off just ignoring the manifestations and going for the win. I didn't even see what Parse played. Was that Buffer Overflow? Yeah, it was. And then the Autonomous Blade we're going to slap onto Captain Cosmic. It's up to you who you want to toss that on. It truly doesn't matter. Twisted Miscreation. Actually, now that I think about it, the best person to do that would be Omnitron, because... yeah, you could actually have that activate out of turn. It's just, I'm not going to get hit, so... it's not a big deal. Anyway, where were we? So now I'm cool with Miscreation. Those are harmless because they go for the highest HP, which is Captain Cosmic, and he nullifies all energy damage. Like, the only thing I don't like about Captain Cosmic is there's no reliable way to get the Cosmic Crest out earlier, because it's his single best one, I have to say. It allows you to patch up the ones that get damaged, then you can actually ping those for their various effects, like the Dynamic Siphon and so on. But I digress. So anyway, we are going to sacrifice the Prime Punch to deal 3 damage to Infinitor. We're going to play a new Prime Punch. We're going to use our Conduit Blade to hit him again for 3 more. That destroys that, which allows us to play this one. And we drew another Overdo It. Like, that's one of those cards I just can't quite wrap my head around. And if you're wondering why it is, this is good if you play it out of turn, but that's kind of it. I mean, you have to pay 2 psychic damage to play a card on the next turn. You may not necessarily have what you're looking for. You may... like, she doesn't have any way to speed up her card draws. Just not a fan. Anyway, we will play the Innervation Ray so we can start patching stuff up. We are going to go ahead and blast Infinitor because we're going for the win. We will heal the non-Captain Cosmic targets. And we'll do a defensive blast because we're going to do Reveal the Flaws here. He's going to flip. I can use a defensive blast and just wipe the field. What we do need to do is take out Slamera. So we're going to use the Bio Beam to just execute her. We'll fire this into Infinitor for 1 damage. And we drew Slip Through Time. What I was thinking about is would I have been better off using his power to reveal Slip Through Time, but that I don't have anything else here I want to play, so that wouldn't be a good move. As I was saying, we're going for the win, so we want to reveal the flaws. We will use the power to get out extrasensory awareness. So we're going to take out the conduit, we're going to put that on himself. No, we'll leave it alone. Put the energy bracer on himself. If you didn't know, the Crest is the only limited construct, so I can't use the one in my hand, but I'm trying to increase the number of stuff I have anyway. So let's play with Madness. As a result, each of the constructs will be able to hit him, as well as the Autonomous Blade going off on its own accord. And he's down to 9. So, what's coming out? Blugo! So, since all of the constructs and manifestations are equal HP, I can put it on one of my constructs. So let's slap this on the Cosmic Crest because it's the most important one. And then if anything's going to attack my constructs, I can choose the Cosmic Crest and it'll go to Blugo instead. So I'm cool with the Reaper. Have him destroy one of the swarms. Reveals Crushing Cage, that goes on Parse. Yeah, she has 7 cards. Nope, I'm cool with that. Whispers of Oblivion. So that'll hurt these 3. If I gave one of them the Energy Bracer, they actually wouldn't take damage, but oh well. Here's why I did want them to have it, though. They'll both have 8 hit points at the end of this. He'll have 8 hit points, and then it's a 3-way tie. I'm not talking about her. So here we get to choose the highest HP, which we'll say is Captain Cosmic. As for this one, as I said, we are going to have anything that's going to attack my constructs hit the Cosmic Crest and bounce off to Blugo. So we're going to hit Infinitor with the Prime Punch. No sense playing that. And then what I do here truly doesn't matter. And the reason for that being is no matter what happens, Omnitron's ending this. So heads up, Infinitor. I cut you. And there you go. We're down to single digits, but we were like that after the first turn, so I can't really stress that enough. That's just how Infinitor works. He's one of those guys that just hammers you right out from the gate. And if you can survive the initial burst and actually get set up, all you have to do is just trim out some of his manifestations as they pop, and it's tolerable. So that's Infinitor on challenge mode, and the good news is one of the things that I needed to happen did happen before recording this, so there is a good chance I can record the next game as well. But a lot of stuff is still in flux. I can't make any promises about things to come. Just cross your fingers and we'll see. I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.